Is the Patriots quarterback competition more about Cam Newton or is it more about Mac Jones?
Oh, this is 100% more about Cam Newton and his dominance this preseason. And so think about it. Like, everyone thinks that this was supposed to be Mac Jones' job a long, long time ago. First-round pick. He looks good at every turn. 18 straight completions, 35 of 40. Yet for whatever reason, today's practice just started and Cam Newton has the reps with the ones. Right? For whatever reason, after that first phenomenal preseason game that we saw Mac Jones do, Cam Newton one-upped it and went 8 for 9 for 103 yards and a touchdown in the second preseason game. Every single time that Mac Jones has tried to push Cam Newton has only gotten better. And so for me, and I think for anyone who's watching or listening, Cam Newton has shown why competition matters. It makes everyone better. But it doesn't, just because you miss a couple days, people say, oh, he missed a couple days and Mac Jones looked great. That doesn't matter. Cam is the starter. Cam has shown he's the starter. Until Cam gives it away, he's not going to lose that starting spot.
Charlie, pose the question again.
Who's the quarterback competition about more? Is it about Cam Newton or Mac Jones?
It's about Mac Jones, guys. And it became about Mac Jones when he was the 15th overall pick. That's when it started. Now, I'm with you, Acho. I think Cam should start. Like, that's not what the question is. The question is, who is this about? This is about Mac Jones, because every time Mac Jones completes a pass, there is 9,000 articles written about the future of the quarterback with the New England Patriots. And look, Cam knows and understands that he is auditioning for other teams that's going to be looking for the services of a starting quarterback next year. I firmly believe that. And that's not an indictment on Cam. That's just where the Patriots are going to go in their future. It's the first offensive draft pick in the last, I don't know how long. But they went and they took a quarterback that fit their scheme and their MO perfectly. And this is what I was talking about prior to the draft, when everybody was screaming about Mac Jones going to San Francisco. And I said, no, I'm going to pause on that because I don't see top 3 talent in Mac Jones. But if you get him at 15 and he turns out to perform like he did at Alabama, you got a great draft pick for years to come. And I believe that's what the New England Patriots have. This is about Mac Jones' maturation. That doesn't mean that Cam Newton won't start, and that doesn't mean Cam won't play well throughout the duration of the season. But I'm telling y'all right now, the first sign of trouble, the New England Patriots at their quarterback spot, based on everything they did this offseason, it's going to quickly become about Mac Jones playing. But right now, it's about Mac Jones' development, maturation, and the things that he's been doing to show them and validate them taking him 15th overall. Now, all of that being said, Cam Newton is doing fine. Cam Newton has played well. He's answered the questions that you need to answer in the offseason. Bill Belichick alluded to this being an unfortunate situation, a misunderstanding about Cam having to miss those days of practice. But those days of practice matter, and Mac Jones looked well. And that will be a part of the decision-making process if anything goes awry with Cam Newton. But this is about Mac Jones, y'all. Who? Mac Jones.
Mac Jones. I'm glad we're all in agreement that week 1 we should see Cam on the field. But Marcus, let me ask you. You said first sign of trouble. Where is Mac Jones going to be playing next year?
He'll be in New England.
Okay. Where is Cam Newton going to be playing next year?
I have no idea.
Exactly.
Zero.
Exactly. Because I think that's the point. Because right now, Mac Jones can't. Right now, we think Cam Newton so far has been that guy. Sam laid it out. Like Mike Reese, great Mike Reese, tweeting early highlights from practice. Cam Newton leads off the first red zone 7-on-7 drill, 2 for 3 with the best ball, a bullet in the end zone. You think Cam Newton just decided, okay, I was away, but no. Move aside, rookie. I'm coming back. You know, like right now we think Cam is that dude, but you need Cam to. You talked about first sign of trouble, so it is Cam's job in your mind right now, while Mac is developing.
Yeah.
So the question for me is, what is Cam gonna do? How does he perform in practices? How does he make the choice very difficult or actually make it really easy for Belichick and say, okay, we're gonna go with the veteran because he has time in the system. He is healthy right now. We have a better roster. I spent all that money in the offseason. I'm not trying to go 7-10 this year, you know? Like, it's about Cam, what he's able to do, and when he falters, that we'll see Mac Jones. Like, I feel like when we see Mac Jones is dependent on Cam, and that's why, to me, Cam is the answer. This is about Cam. I hear you breathing, Marcus. I hear you.
No.
You're sighing him out.
No, because I gotta bring this up. Okay, last year, all right. Remember going through the season last year, and the whole question was, when is Jarrett Stidham gonna get in? Because Cam is struggling. That was the conversation that was revolving around the entire NFL.
Absolutely.
At that moment, it became about Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
Y'all, we are watching a quarterback competition right now, and even though we all are in agreement that Cam has done nothing to relinquish it, Mac Jones has done every damn thing to make it tight. That's why this competition is about Mac Jones showing the New England Patriots that I don't know if they're going to make a decision to start him week 1, but he's done enough to show the Patriots that, hey, I'm over here. I'm ready. I've grasped the system just in case Cam Newton struggles like he did last year. So look, I get it. Like, the competition, honestly, to answer the question, is about both of these guys. But the guy that had the most to gain and the least to lose is who the competition is about, and that is Mac Jones. Because, to the point again, when you draft him 15th overall, and we know now, we have enough of a sample size to know that Bill Belichick has an affinity for Cam Newton. I think Bill Belichick wants to see Cam Newton succeed, like a lot of people that root for Cam Newton, and some don't. But the bottom line is, you still had to go out and take a guy that you thought would carry your team into the future, and that is Mac Jones. And even in the draft, you could pull the tape. Prior to, I said, if Mac Jones makes it to New England, this is a match made in heaven.